How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin Barbecue. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today, we're talking twice smoked potatoes. Everyone's heard of twice baked potatoes. They're delicious. This is the same concept. We're just doing them out on the Traeger. You can do them in whatever cooker you want. You can do them in the oven. They're gonna be absolutely fantastic. So let's bring you in and show you how we're gonna prep these twice smoked potatoes. All right, guys, so one potato here is going to make two of these twice smoked potatoes. So I've seen people where they cut the top off and they have them a little more full. I like to split them in half. That way you can get two potatoes out of one. So the prep on these before we get them out onto the Traeger, just gonna hit it with a little bit of olive oil. You can use whatever oil you'd like. And we're just gonna get a nice coating of the olive oil all over the potato. Now at this point, we're just gonna come in with some kosher salt. We just wanna evenly hit the whole outside of the potato, and I feel like everyone seizes the inside of the potato, but I really like eating the skin, and obviously that's where you get the most nutrients and a lot of flavor, so it really helps if you just go ahead and hit that skin with some kosher salt. We're gonna get this out onto the Traeger. I have the Traeger set for 400 degrees. We're gonna get it out there. We're gonna let it cook for 1 hour. I have the hopper loaded up with Kickin pellets, Longhorn blend pellets. Now at 400 degrees, we're not gonna get a ton of smoke, even though the Kickin pellets do a very good job of smoking at higher temperatures. But when we go ahead and get this completely cooked, nice and tender, and we make our filling and we get it back out there the second time, that's where we're gonna get a nice smoke flavor on these. I'm gonna get this out onto the Traeger. I'll meet you outside. All right, so we are outside at the Traeger Ironwood 885. We have it running at 400 degrees. I'm just gonna get that potato in there. We're gonna let it go for 1 hour, and then we're gonna check it for tenderness, and should be good to go. Usually 400 degrees for 1 hour is right where I want it, so see you in 1 hour. All right, so it has been 1 hour. We're gonna go ahead and check this potato for tenderness. And you can see this is probing like absolute butter. That is perfect. Sitting at about 200 degrees. So that potato's done. We're gonna get it inside. We're going to let it cool for just a few minutes until it's cool enough to handle, and then I'll show you the next step in the process. So I'll meet you in the house. All right, so we have gone ahead and let this potato cool just a little bit. We still want the insides to be hot. Now at this point, I'm just gonna come through dead center and just cut through. And I should mention I do have a heat glove on underneath this nitrile glove, just because, like I said, this is extremely hot right here. So you can probably see it steaming. So now at this point, what we wanna do is we wanna go ahead and take this inside out, but we wanna leave enough of a border around here so the potato can hold its structure. So I'm just gonna work on slowly scraping that out, just leaving enough inside so it has a little structure. I mean, like I said, you can see it is extremely hot. About like that, you can see we have a little bit of a border. I'm gonna take care of this other half. All right, so we have both halves ready to go. Now we have our insides here. And at this point, this is where you can get creative and really make this your own. I'm gonna start off with about a cup of cheese because I want these potatoes extremely cheesy. And then here I have about 4 strips of bacon that I just finely chopped up. We're gonna use most of it on the inside, but we wanna reserve some to put on top. Here I have 4 cloves of garlic that I just ran through my garlic press. And then I have some chives that I just chopped up. We're gonna use most of them inside, reserve some for the top. Now this is one of my secret ingredients. It's completely optional. You can use sour cream if you want, but it's top the tater. I'm just gonna come in with a heaping tablespoon there, plus a little bit more. That's just gonna add some nice creaminess to the potato. Also, I'm gonna come in with some Tailgater's Barbecue Party Rub. Just a little salt, pepper, garlic in there. You can use salt and pepper if you want, but this just gives a really awesome flavor in your potatoes. And we're gonna do this to taste, so we're gonna get everything all mixed up here. I was gonna use my potato ricer for this, but I wanted people to be able to do this at home who don't have a potato ricer. So just get it good and incorporated. And I can already tell we need a little more cheese. All right, so I have everything nice and incorporated, but it's feeling a little dry. So I have just a little bit of milk here. You can use whole milk, you can use half and half, you can use buttermilk, whatever you want. This is just some 2%. I'm just gonna slowly add it until I get the texture I'm looking for. I want them pretty soft. I want them well hydrated because they are gonna go back on the cooker and they will cook a little bit more, so we don't want them drying out. So it's finding a fine line between oversaturated and perfectly moist. I think we need just a touch more milk. I really do like the inside of these potatoes to be nice and creamy. So that's what that milk's gonna bring to the table here, along with that top tater. All right, so now that we have our filling made, I'm gonna go ahead and just start scooping this into the potato, followed up with the other one. All right, so now that we have our potatoes stuffed, I'm just gonna come in with a little bit more cheese on top, or a lot of cheese on top, depending on how you like it. You want this cheese to melt down, get nice and delicious, because the goal of this potato is to have a little bit of deliciousness in every single bite. We want some chives, we want some bacon, we want the cheese. All right, we have our cheese on top. Now we're gonna come in with a little bit more bacon. And I don't know about you guys, but these are looking fantastic already. So we're gonna get these back out on the Traeger. I will meet you outside. All right, so we have the Traeger set at 250 degrees, and this is where we're gonna get some good smoke flavor from the cooking pellets. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get these here on the top shelf. Look at that, they look awesome. So now at this point, I'm gonna get the Traeger shut down. We're gonna let these go for about 30 minutes at 250 degrees. We wanna just make sure everything's nice and hot and they'll be done. So we'll see you in 30 minutes. All right, so it has been 30 minutes and you can tell, just look at how beautiful these twice smoked potatoes looked. We have melted cheese, we have some nice bacon on top. I'm gonna pull these off, let them cool, and I will bring you in for the taste test. All right guys, and here they are. Here are our twice smoked potatoes. You can see they look absolutely fantastic. They've cooled down enough, so we're gonna go ahead and just do a little cross section here so you guys can see how the insides look. Go ahead and check that out. We have bacon, we have chives, we have everything nice and creamy on the inside here. Just how a twice smoked potato is supposed to look. I mean, just look at that, nice and cheesy. So I'm gonna pull you guys out and we are going to do a taste test. All right, so it is the moment of truth. I'm gonna go ahead and give these a try. Nice bite of everything. We have some skin, we have some cheese, we got bacon, we have chives. So cheers. You guys, this is absolutely delicious. It's nice and creamy on the inside. We get the bacon that comes through. We have a wonderful garlic flavor from the chopped garlic we put inside. It's seasoned to perfection. You get some nice saltiness on the outside of the potato skin. Nice smoke flavor from those cooking pellet Longhorn blend that we got when we let them cook at 250 degrees. I'm gonna go in for another bite. That's a perfect bite of twice smoked potatoes. If there is one recipe you make on my channel, this has to be it. I guarantee it will be a hit with everyone. It is absolutely fantastic. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.